The individual stories sometimes get lost in the shockingly high number of casualties. 23-year-old AHMED was shot in the ankle. Mahmoud is 19. Israeli snipers targeted him not just in one, but both legs. 26-year-old Ala suffers from a disability. She was shot in the abdomen. Israeli snipers targeted the chest of 22-year-old AHMED. He finds it difficult to speak.
The
day before, the loudspeakers called on us to go to protest against the US Embassy in Jerusalem. We went there, and all of a sudden so many people were killed and injured. There is no life in Gaza, no future.
The doctors here are exhausted. The injuries just kept coming, one after the other.
We doctors have to stay awake for long hours, be here for long hours. I'm an eye specialist and I've had to go around to most of the hospitals in Gaza to check the patients. I've hardly been home.
Outside the intensive care unit, a desperate wait for news.
Everyone waiting here in the corridor has either relatives or friends that have been injured in Monday's protests. Now the hospital is at capacity. We're being told there are no beds left, and you can see that here. This is actually the female unit, the women's unit, but it's been filled with men. The women who were here before had to be taken to other places to make way of the sheer number of influx the hospital had.
We find a girl who was shot. A man was declared dead by doctors here. Her heart stopped twice, but they managed to revive her. She suffers from a disability, but her mother tells us that she is very good at embroidery and shows us some of her work. That's what she was doing on Sunday at the communal protest tents east of Gaza City, far away from Israel's fence, but we're told she was shot by a sniper as she walked along.
Doctors had to remove part of her pancreas, part of her liver, part of her spleen, and also part of her small intestine. She lost all of that.
Outside we find Ahmad, 22 years old, cheeky and still smiling. The muscle in his lower left leg is gone. He is waiting to be transferred to another hospital.
The
situation is really difficult here. People are suffering. We've lost our future. We don't have the basic foundations of life. All we did was just go and ask for our rights, and the Israelis shoot us.
That's what everyone here tells us. Life has become unlivable. Blockaded by Israel, Egypt, and caught between Palestinian factional infighting, they say the situation here has never been worse. And it seems they're not even allowed to complain. Stefanie, Dekker, Al Jazeera, Gaza.